I would like to welcome Marti Walsh. She is the Vice President of Marketing at NAPA.
Really spending the time to network, and not networking for political networking's sake, but creating those relationships, the ability to influence at a higher level and at a faster pace because you've spent the time networking has actually been a game changer. And I've noticed so many people in their careers as they're coming up, this idea that I'm owed these certain things because I deliver excellent work. And that just isn't the case. Nobody owns your career like you do. You should own that better and more effectively than anybody else. And don't ever put that power in anybody else's hands. It doesn't mean you're going to steamroll anybody to manage your brand, but it means you have to be methodical. You have to be strategic about it. I think my superpower is my empathy. I like to listen hard and feel hard, because when I can empathetically listen, I feel like I have a better way of getting to a solution. Really understanding where people's seats are, where they're coming from, what's the motivation, what are the reasons behind that they're coming to the table with this solution or this hesitancy for a better place. And so when I feel like my empathetic leadership style allows other people to feel valued, which ultimately delivers trust. And when you have a trusted environment, people are happier, they work harder, and they feel like what they're delivering to the company, to the team, to the project is important. I think it goes back to this idea of direct yet empathetic. I've seen my team deliver this. I've seen my team culturally change things here, and conversations and communication styles within different departments that have been transformative. And I'm inspired by their courage sometimes to go out on a limb. I've been inspired by their strength. And I've been inspired by their empathy and emotion to say, I'm not sure if I'm feeling right here. Help me understand how to navigate this. The idea that somebody would come to you in a vulnerable state, that's inspiring. And then lead from that in a bold way, that feels like true leadership and true cultural transformation. One of the values I highly embody is this idea around being authentic to who you are and being able to show up authentically. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to cater your style to a specific audience if you need to influence them. But at the end of the day, you still need to authentically be yourself. This last July, we were able to launch a new campaign here at NAPA. So we've modernized the logo. We came out with a new tagline. We had consumer segments that we had brought to fruition to really take a very structured textbook case example of how to bring a new campaign to life. And to come out with a new campaign, we had all the research, we had all the qualitative, all the quantitative that we kept in-house to showcase why we knew this was going to be successful. We did all the testing. But at the end of the day, you've got this massive organization that has had NAPA know-how for 11 years and loved it. And it was part of their DNA of who they all felt collectively, the NAPA ecosystem of who they were. And so coming in fresh, new, and saying we're actually going to revamp and we're going to modernize was a little scary. And I thought to myself, I'm either going to be celebrated or I'm going to be fired. But I had trusted the team. I trusted their expertise. I trusted all the work that we put into it. And I passionately believed that what we were doing was the right thing, not just change for change's sake, but because the research said that what we were going to be delivering would resonate with our preferred growth segments, but would also have a significant halo effect on the additional 5. And what we found, the testing proved out. We've had unbelievably high test scores. We've actually had a significant impact on the business through the funnel. And so I think it was the most impactful because it was really scary, but it has been the most rewarding, the most fun. And the work actually wasn't mine. It was the collective team. It was, of course, it was brand creative, but it was the collective team across the strategic marketing team that really did it. And here we were, this brand new team. We had almost all brand new people. They were all hustling over 18 months, and they delivered this successful story to the entire organization across, 19,000 auto cares, 6,000 stores, and we're able to showcase it from a global standpoint as well. I mean, the impact that the team has delivered on behalf of the brand has been transformative. When I think about Peloton and what they have been able to do, they've been able to rebound, whether it was potentially a polarizing ad, or it was a downturn or an upcycle in their business of COVID, or a downturn after that. And I would never say they capitalized on a global pandemic. That was not my intent of that statement. But they've been able to sort of understand cultural events and pivot, hopefully proactively, but then admittedly reactively sometime. The other one I'm constantly fascinated by and have utmost respect for is Delta, and the fact of how that service they deliver every time. I feel they know me when I'm there, and I feel special, even though I know I'm one of a bazillion passengers. So I think both of those are ones that I just feel like I'm included. I feel like I'm a part of it, if that isn't what marketing is all about, I'm inspired by them, and I admire both of those brands.